For the ground, I know I'm a man. I'm a 2020. Whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020. Reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. How are we doing? Yes sir. Let me see, I'm all systems go here. You know the drill. We look like we are all good. Hope we're doing well, Zoom chat. Hope we're doing well, YouTube chat. And yeah, let's get straight into analysis. Hectic day. We have a lot of news today. So interesting pump yesterday. Late pump here. Just out of nowhere. No volume. And then hello. Thank you very much. And goodbye. Just pumped out of the range and that's it. Left the station and then did not stop, right? So brings us up to the top of the range. Thank you very much. Mr. GJ, for bringing us to the top of the range here, and now leaves us to wait patiently. So we have to wait patiently during London, and then now we have to wait patiently here at the top of the range. So thank you very much, GJ, and we'll go ahead and analyze you and see what options we have for today. Please discuss yesterday's trade. No worries, no worries. We will have a look at yesterday's trade. Let's go ahead first look at news. Today we have heavy day of news, right? A lot of Euro news, and Euro news will impact GJ. Reason being is because the JPY is also a safe haven, so any Euro uncertainty, we might see money move into the JPY. Now the problem is we're basically back to back. It's a very tough day in terms of news, because we have Gbpjpy unemployment rate, which is claimant count change, at 10 a.m. Then 11:15 we have French news, 11:30 we have German news, and then we get hit with Euro news PMI on 12 p.m. and then 12:30 we have PMI for GBP, and then USD PMI at 5:30. So there's like really small gaps between these news, and yeah, we'll just have to play it by ear here, and any position I'm looking to be in and out as fast as possible. You know, that I'm not trying to hold anything due to the inconsistency. I just want to check USD JPY. Where's USD JPY? Has that pumped as well? Okay, good. Because if USD JPY is at 150 here, I'm worried about a bank intervention here. I'm worried about JPY intervention. USD JPY sitting at these levels is not tradable, and I don't want to get stuck in an intervention, which we had on Friday here, and we did have another intervention here on Tuesday. So, you know, just have to be very careful with the possibility of that as well. As for the analysis for GJ, let's go ahead and have a look what's going on here. So daily time frame yesterday, obviously closing bullish here. This is what I was talking about yesterday, that being the potential bottom wick. For once we break the daily high, it should be off to at least this resistance here. You know, people were trying to look for a little bit deeper pullback, but you know, this is normally good enough to see some nice upside once we break the high, right? So now the problem is, where's it taking us to? Right at daily resistance. So we're sitting right at daily resistance, and this is equivalent of buying at 15-minute resistance. So for continuation, we need a daily candle closing above this zone. That's what's going to give us the continuation on a daily time frame to 200s. Doesn't mean that can't happen today. We can push above it, but the problem is we can't buy into it. Buying right here, right now is not good. We need to buy above it. The second problem is when we buy above it, we buy into 4-hour resistance now. So this whole area is, you know, it's definitely a strong resistance zone. You can see the reaction we've had at it at the past, how deep we've pulled back from this zone here. So we need to be very careful. People will call this what they want to call it, a supply zone or a order block, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, what's very important is understanding it's just a resistance here, right? And how do we know it's a strong resistance? First of all, from the reaction we had from it last time, right? But this is where people try to short price. Does it look good to short price right now? No, we don't have any confirmation. Or at least we need a 4-hour candle leaving this zone to at least give us confirmation that shorts make sense. Otherwise, if this uptrend is going to be continue, and this was one big liquidity grab to continue price towards the upside, then what are we going to see? We're going to see price continue and break these highs and go tap into these zones here. Problem is, it's not the cleanest ranges on the 4-hour, so we'll kind of have to play 15-minute to 15-minute range. But you can start to see the loss of momentum here. Nice strong 4-hour candle, and then starting to slowly lose momentum here. So we might just start to roll over, and that pullback could be an opportunity for upside. But the problem is making assumptions right now with news could be an issue, right? Because I could do this whole analysis now, and then news gives me a 50 pip candle towards the downside or a 100 pip candle. You don't know, right? So we will have to reanalyze after news as always, because maybe news just pushes straight through. We cross this 4-hour resistance, and we cross that 4-hour resistance, and now we're looking to trade up to here. So it's all dependent on what news does, and news is coming out in just under 20 minutes. So yeah, we'll bring back drawings here, mark this 4-hour resistance. I marked a 15-minute resistance, our next 4-hour resistance up here, and then our next 4-hour resistance up here. So pretty tight ranges. This range here is around 12 pips only. This range here is around another 9 pips here. So what we're basically doing is we would use these as watch zones if we get above this 4-hour resistance to trade into the next zone. Issue is, this on lower time frames, on the 1 hour, not the cleanest zone, right? We have a resistance right here. Go check it on the 30-minute, also not the cleanest zone here, right? Very choppy price action inside of here. So what we would need is we need maybe targets to be formed and be taking setup twos to tap into those targets, or we're just looking above 800s here. Would be interesting. I hope that Asian session would give us a pullback overnight so that we could buy up to Asian session highs or late New York highs, right? So I was hoping we'd find ourselves somewhere around 182, 800 or 183, and then we could be, you know, buying back up to these highs in London, but we just kind of trickled our way towards the upside, and I expect that to continue. As for now, price is not doing much. You can see the weakness in the candle here. Ripping buys on the break of this high, not a good idea. Only a 9 pip range. I don't think it's really worth it for 9 pips here, especially at this time, and especially after such a big push. You're kind of just buying the highs and hoping for something to happen. That is a profitable strategy when you do it with volume and when we have range. You don't really have range. We are at the highs, so we need to wait for more information. Pullbacks, beautiful to continue back up, or closes above here and support creation. We could look for price to just push through this range here, but only after support creation. And I would say probably we can play this tiny range here that we have around 7 pips, use that as a watch zone, and then look to trade up to the higher 10 pips and anticipate it to break it. So heavily reliant on volume if we're going to take these trades, playing in tight ranges here. So we need to be slightly more aggressive with stop loss, not stop loss, with break evens, right? Be happy with you know, just closing at break even if something happens and we start rejecting off these 1 hour and 4 hour resistances. There we go, my chart's back. So yeah, that's kind of like what we will have to do here, because we're playing in tight ranges here. We don't know what reaction will come from these 4 hour time frames, 4 hour resistances, because we have not seen it tap it yet. But we could get heavy rejection, which we don't want to be part of, and that is why we will have to be a little bit aggressive when it comes to you know, placing stop loss at break even and stuff like that. So really dependent on news here. We'll see how news comes out. So we'll type this up on the chart. News at 10 a.m. We have just type that up for everyone. GBP news 10 a.m. you know, so very heavy news day here. Back to back we have, you know, Euro news, this news, that news. So it's very hard to say what exactly will happen. This can trickle its way up towards news. Wouldn't be surprised at least for this 4 hour resistance to be tapped before news, and then maybe news, since this could just be the pricing in of news, we could see news do nothing, just a quick wick, and then that's it, done. Moving on to gold here. Gold is ranging, you know. Oh, my plan from New York is still up. So gold is still ranging, and as I said, I don't want to trade gold in the range. Very simple, and this is why, because of this choppy price action here. Just choppy price action here is not nice to trade gold in the range, and makes it inconsistent, right? Because if you even look at trades like this looks super clean setup number. We were discussing this in the group here, and people were like, this is a nice setup too here to test the highs. I'm like, be careful of the time, you might get caught in chop. Even though it plays out, look at the chop you have to get caught into, and there's no guarantee that this is going to be an easy move. Like, you have to hold this, and then finally it plays out. So this is the problem with trading in this range, and this is why gold, you better just take the trending move. I keep telling people, stop wasting money in this range and just wait for the easy move. The easy move is easy to catch, especially something leaving 1991 will be very easy. But you know, first daily candle closing bearish here, retested the highs. If this flips and breaks the low, we could see a deeper retracement. Again, now this is our structural point. This is key. This is really key, is this 4 hour support here at 1966. Anything on a 4 hour time frame closing below these wicks will be the first time we break 4 hour structure after this big rally we've been on. We've always made higher low, respecting structure. So if this structure does end up breaking here, this will be the first sign that we have maybe a short-term top here, and we could see price move down a little bit more before maybe consolidating and trying one more time towards the upside. The real indication that a top is being put in is when we see a daily change of structure. That'll give me more confidence. Otherwise, what gold is going to do is cool off in this range, and trading this range is going to be very inconsistent, and a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money because they're going to get caught in chop like this, chop like this. Look, price is doing nothing right now. You even go to a 5-minute time frame, it's chopping, right? So be very, very careful. And this is those sells I was talking about here. This is why I told you not to sell in this zone here. This is where you get your fake out, right? The 4-hour low would look too obvious. Everyone will sell on closure. On closure, everyone will sell when it breaks, but you need to wait for closure. No one has the patience to wait for closure, and then we don't know where a top wick lands after the close, right? That's how it will mess people up. It won't be as easy as a 3-pip top wick and then start melting. No, we need a close below. The next 4-hour will open. Wherever that top wick lands, everyone's going to try sell and get messed up, right? So what I mean is, what's important is for higher time frame analysis, the change of structure. No matter what happens after that change of structure, we do know that we have 4-hour breaking support. It could pull back all the way back to here before going, but since that has already broken, this pullback is considered more of a bearish pullback. Anything relieving this 4-hour support will give you the downside, right? Just to be safe, you don't want to sell on the pullback in case it ends up being a fake out, which is a possibility. That's why you would take sells leaving the 4-hour support again. Hope that makes sense. No, it's not going to be easy because everyone is now being messed up in the range here. So be very, very careful. And yeah, you know, that's me on gold here. Nothing much. I don't think it's ranging, man. It's ranging. Nothing much to be done here. Again, this is, everyone was asking, oh, sells below here look good. That's the one, man. That's the fake out you're going to get. Very clear fake out zone. Not a smart idea to sell below. I think if sells are going to come, they come below the 4-hour low. Or you can try force it with structure below here. Otherwise, we're going to play in this range. If you're happy trading in this range, you know, look for change of structure from the bottom of the range, trade to the top. Same range trading, right? So, yeah, exactly. This is my analysis. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. If you did, you know what I'm going to ask for now. If we can leave a like on the stream. How much? 561 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. 561, only 100 likes. Come on, let's get it going, guys. Let's get it to 250. Then I don't have to ask for the YouTube business. I don't have to ask for the YouTube business, which is always annoying to ask for, but part of the game. So if you guys would leave a like, would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. Get the likes up to 250, and then I don't ask. And also end of month, we have a webinar, free webinar coming end of month. Be sure that you are subscribed to the channel, and be sure that you're following my Instagram to be notified when the webinar is going to be. I'm going to put on my Instagram a poll, right, of what time we want the webinar to happen. So be sure you're following the Instagram, otherwise you won't be able to know what time the webinar is going to be. I did say 30k subs. I am going to do a free webinar for you guys, so I'm a man of my word, and you guys will get a free webinar. So be sure you're following on the Instagram here. Be cool if we could get this to, I wonder if we can get this to 4k before the webinar. That would be a goal. But yeah, be sure you're following there. I post the link. That's the official one. Don't be fooled by scammers. And yeah, thoughts on why Bitcoin exploded to 36k? It's having this fundamental push with the ETF speculation, and you know, this is why it's having that. But it's expected out of this zone. Remember, this could be still a bearish push. We're not out of the woods yet. We're not out of the woods yet. If you guys are really interested in Bitcoin, I can do a full analysis on it. I'm thinking of selling more on this pump, to be honest. You know, this is still, if you look at a monthly time frame, we're not out of the woods yet, right? You know, we still can reject into the zones, continue down one more time, but it's nice to see, you know, definitely nice to see. You know, there was some news that came out that BlackRock is buying Bitcoin. That's why we saw the pump up here on Bitcoin, because of that news with BlackRock. But yeah. Someone asked earlier on, I want to remember what they said. They said that they wanted to talk about the trade we took yesterday. Yeah, this came around an hour after stream. It was a very, very simple trade here. After all of this chop, where was it? No, I've forgotten. We were here. This was the trade right here, right? So very, very simple trade. We were chopping in here. We closed above. There was a resistance right here, which was the 15-minute resistance. So personally, I wanted to buy above the 15-minute resistance, which was right here. Let me just change my line. Come on. So I wanted to close above this 15-minute resistance. So once we got that 15-minute closing bullish above here, I could use the 5-minute to just find something leaving that zone. And this 5-minute closed above, took a buy at the break of the high, stop loss below 15-minute, and then target up towards this 4-hour resistance, went break even, and then I closed around 14 pips here at the wick here. I did post it in the free Discord for you guys to see, but yeah, that came around an hour. We took it in the exclusive group. We discussed that, but that was planned on stream, and a lot of people I saw who listened to the stream plan, they were able to catch that as well. So that was a clean trade. Was the best we could have done inside of the range and based on the scenario. So yeah, I posted it here. There it is. Boom. Yeah, so that was the trade, right? I tried to hold a little bit because I wanted to catch this move. I was expecting price at least to come back to the top of the range, but it decided to range more before doing this big move. I wanted to try hold something ahead of news. That's why I tried to leave a runner, but I closed that runner to cover commission as well. But yeah, secured here and then closed to cover commission as well. That was the trade yesterday. So yeah, pretty clean trade. Was happy with that, and yeah, nothing too complex. Then New York was just crabbing for me, and then this move came super late. I was not even at the charts at this time. And then I looked, when I came back to the charts, price was somewhere up here around 83 150, and then I just, you know, this is now past my trading time, and then all of these moves here is when I'm going to bed, so it's not relevant for me. If I read correctly, if someone purchases your TS exclusive, they get to watch your live trades. I'm not sure what you mean by that. We discuss trades. And if we're on the Zoom, then yeah, you get to watch. We trade together. Never mind, you got it? Okay, cool. I was able to execute on that. Was good? Nice. Is a runner? Yeah, well, I attempted runners. I wanted to try catch this move to 4-hour resistance and see if we could break it. This was the move that I wanted to hopefully leave a runner into. As you can see, it came exactly from the same zone. But it decided to crab before. And this would have, I would have to put a stop loss below the range to still be inside of this move. But I was hoping that this would be the catalyst and then we would just start doing this move during London. But no, it decided to range more, and then random volume came in at some random time. Not sure why actually it came at that time. There was no catalyst. Yeah, 4 minutes till news. Let's go have a look at what news is saying here. Let's do a bit of homework. So what are they expecting? They're expecting unemployment people to claim. So they're expecting more people to claim unemployment. So that's interesting. So they redid the numbers. So what's really interesting is that they redid the numbers. Look, they said adjusted. How can they adjust something? How can they call news and then adjust it? You know? So I don't get that. It's a little bit fishy. Look at Discord. You took a trade and it turned out wrong. This is your trade. Yeah, I don't see anything, man. Not sure what you're sending me. Oh, damn. Look at this. 3 minutes before news. Bit of volume coming in here, pushing us to the 4-hour resistance. Would be very interesting to see everyone probably close up positions at 4-hour resistance. I don't like trading when markets look like this. Yes, it's not the easiest. I mean, yesterday's buys was something you just have to understand the probabilities behind the setup and not be greedy in this, right? You can't, you have to be happy. Someone was like, oh, it's negative risk to reward, right? 18 pip stop, 16 pip stop, but close at like a 12, 13 pip target. But it's like, yeah, that's all the market's giving us now. We didn't have volume like this. When we have volume like this, you can take trades. So all the people who trade with this idea, you're just going to end up not making any money yesterday. And the idea to make money in such a tough range, you really have to have good wits about you and understand price action. Most people will just lose money in here. It's not easy condition to trade. So you have to be happy with that. And, you know, if that's all, if that's all we get yesterday, I'm happy with that. You know, that's still a positive, still more than 1% for me. So it's not really a big deal in terms of not catching such a big move. And it's unfortunate the volume came in later. If my runner ran, would have been nice, you know, would have been good. But I can't complain at that, you know. This is not, I couldn't expect that. This is not what I can predict happening right now, and you know, when I entered the position. But was my analysis correct? Yes. Did I analyze more on the bias that price should continue up? Yes. We discussed that in the webinar with the group. We were saying how the weekly candle closed bullish. So what makes sense during this week is to take buys. So any pullbacks, I'm going to be looking for buys. So yesterday I still had the bias for buys, and now you can see the result of sticking to that, understanding that weekly close. And here's your resolution. But in New York, price decided it wanted to pull back more, try to hit the highs again, pull back again, try to hit the highs again, pull back, and then random volume comes in and leaves everyone in the dust. Thank you very much, Mr. GJ, you know. What are we saying on news, guys? News coming out here in 1 minute quickly. Let's see, up or down, quickly. Let's have a look. Down. Everyone's saying down. Damn, everyone's saying down. Wow. I'm saying just a wick. I think we see a wick up past 4-hour resistance, 25 seconds. This is what I'm saying. Wick up past 4-hour resistance and then down only till around here. I think already the news is priced in. So a quick wick up and then it goes down. That's what my prediction. Quick wick up and then we see not a massive move because the news has already been priced in. I think we see it down to a little bit here. Who knows though? Wow, very exciting. Are you kidding me? Oh, there it goes. Okay, now we're kicking in some gear. That's it. Now it flips and flies or what? Still pending. That's why we don't know what the news is yet. Still pending. Ooh, wow, what? Are you kidding me? 2.3k forecast and it comes out 20.4k and this is the only reaction? This thing should be going nuts. No way. This whole thing is wrong, man. It says adjusted, Tradingview. This is so manipulative. What's that, man? Let's look at the rate though. The rate I want to see. I think it come back 4.2. Tradingview is telling me 4.2. Tradingview is telling me 4.2, so it's a little bit worse than expected. Actually, a little bit less than expected. No way this came back 20.4k. With a forecast of 2k. I think the forecast is wrong, that's why. The forecast I think should be 23k. Well, definitely people claiming unemployment. A little bit more than expected. And only a 10 pip move here, so very priced in. You know, expecting. Should be illegal to make typos here? Yeah, it should be, man. I mean, it's very weird. I don't understand how economically, I need to look into how economically unemployment rate is a positive for interest rates to go up, because if interest rates goes up, it just puts more pressure on unemployment. So it's not a positive for the pound. If unemployment rate is getting better, then we would see it be positive for the pound, because then it gives them an excuse to increase interest rates because the economy is performing better. But if the economy is not performing well because unemployment is high, then that's going to it's a big risk for them to keep pushing interest rates, because then they'll drive the economy into recession. So yeah, it's interesting move. This is a pretty interesting move. So nothing much. I mean, yeah, you know, just a light 10-pip move and that's it. Why was that news not on Forex Factory? That would be a total surprise to me. I'll tell you, a surprise is when they had this news planned and then they decided to remove it. You remember that, guys? When they had this news planned and then they decided to remove it? That's total scam. London Open will give the move. Yeah, we have a lot of news before London Open. We have some Euro news as well. Yeah, now we have... The good thing is now we have a little bit of a slot. Between now 10 a.m. till 11 a.m. we have time to trade. So let's see what happens. Let's see if any setup. Now I just have to plan a setup. You know, how are we going to tackle these markets? There's not much volume in here, right? You guys need to do some measuring. Looks like nice candles. This is just a little petty 13-pip push. Not even enough for me to close lobsters, you know. Or this is just one lobster here. You know, not even two lobsters. It is positive for the pound because high interest rates means better to invest in the currency due to bigger return on investment. No, it's only positive if unemployment went down, it's positive for the pound, because then they can increase interest rates. But if unemployment is higher, they don't have the chance to increase interest rates because it puts too much pressure on the economy. In my experience, the actual news result means nothing. Yeah, it doesn't. It's mostly price in, but normally with the actual news result, you just see a quick reaction in the market. You know, we've seen 100-pip reaction, we've seen 50-pip reaction, and 10-pip reaction. Financial Juice is more reliable. Yeah, I do have Financial Juice open. But Financial Juice is telling the forecast 2.3k comes back at 20.4. It doesn't make sense how you can forecast 2.3k people claiming unemployment and it comes back this much worse than expected. You know? It's interesting to me. It's not, it should be negative for the pound. It should be negative for the pound. When is your backtesting program coming out? Told you, be updated on very soon, very soon. Stay ready. It's coming very, very soon. You guys will love it, I hope. The forecast isn't forecasting? Lol. The best thing to do is wait for a support to be created. Yeah, I agree. Nice pullback, support created, and then we can look. Nice thing is that 4-hour resistance hasn't been tapped, so technically it still is a target, right? Euro news will create news? Yes, normally we do see. You know? Yeah, daily resistance is tapped though. Yes, you're right. Sell it? I'm okay. If you want to sell it, you can do what you want, right? Powell tomorrow should move gold out of this range unless news does today. Yeah, Powell definitely can do some BS here. Harry, trading exclusive group, gain exclusive group content, NY session, insights. Yes, direct communication with Harry and personalize trade analysis, elevate your trading game. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Arthur. I appreciate you. That's a good summary. You know, gain exclusive content. You're only missing one thing. We get the post after the London live stream ends. In the private group, we also continue the Zooms where we discuss together about the session or questions you might have had from yesterday, or maybe something you want to discuss about the exclusive content that you watched and didn't understand. So that's the only other part. But yeah, elevate your trading game, 100%. Join a community, yes. You know? Exactly, Samaklam, but we keep that quiet. Harry, we reached 30k subs? Yes, we did, guys. Amazing. If you guys haven't subbed already, the next step is going to be 40k, right? We don't stop. But I did say when we reach 30k, I'm giving you guys a free webinar, and yes, I am going to give you the free webinar. That's why I told you to follow my Instagram, because I'm going to put an announcement on my story. I'm going to put an announcement on my story of what time to do the webinar. So I need you guys to vote. If you guys don't vote, you're not going to be able to show up to the webinar. In the webinar, I'll also do a giveaway inside of the webinar. I'll give away like maybe 1 or 2 spots to the group. So be sure to join. And yeah, that's the official Instagram link. Stop taking intake. It will open end of this month. I'm thinking maybe to do it either on the 20 something, you know, maybe I'll see, maybe the Friday, maybe this Friday even, or I'm doing it next Monday. Hey Copa, keep quiet. I'm joking. 100k, yeah, 100k. One of us is going to Dubai. Let's spread this channel. Wait. Let's take it, you know, step by step here. Step by step, man. Yeah, Harry, buying at support daily. Don't want to buy towards. If this volume is, if we're just gonna continue pushing, it's our only option today. Otherwise, we just otherwise we don't trade. Yeah, you guys will have it will be announced on both. It will be announced on both, Chris. Don't worry. You guys in the exclusive. You don't have anything to worry about. No pullbacks and creating supports before going up. YouTube subscribers. That's better than trading. Straight shot, right? Straight shot. Analyze Gbpjpy if you ask nicer, maybe. We just have to follow EG to be able to attend the webinar. Yeah, just be follow the Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, join the Discord. I just need somewhere to announce to you guys. That's it. That's why I'm telling you to follow, because then everyone says, I don't want to, you know, do a webinar, and then no one knows. They're like, oh, you said you would do a webinar and I couldn't show up because I didn't know where to find it. So that's why I'm telling you, so everyone's informed. On Instagram, I only follow supermodels. Advantages of being single. Yeah, this is a big mistake I think guys make, and guys need to understand this. If you're on Instagram, and I'm not speaking specifically to you, but I'm speaking to all you guys out there. If you're on Instagram following girls who are way out of your league, or they don't know who you are, they don't care about you, never will they speak to you, and if you speak to them, very high chance they're not going to speak to you back. You are wasting your energy and time fantasizing over following such people. Not only do you set your expectations high, and you now think like, oh, look at this is someone who I can reach, or this is someone who I can date. No, now you're setting unrealistic expectations, and you're being put in a shitty position. You're being put in a position where you're being condemned essentially, because you're not even in the league where you can even be acknowledged by her, let alone known by her, right? I mean, they will never speak to you. They don't know who you are. They don't care about you. I dare one of you guys right now to go and DM one of them and see what happens. They're not gonna care. So instead of wasting your time following these supermodels and fantasizing over them, go follow someone who's gonna give you value, right? This is just wasting your time. And trust me, if you upgrade yourself, right? You're building a garden. Don't go chasing butterflies. Build a garden and all the butterflies will come. Trust me. Instead of trying to catch that butterfly. Well, yeah, that's what the garden is, Claudio, right? And then you have the task of filtering. Now you have to build a filter system, right? IG models be capped, man. They put all these filter on and all of this drama and this and that. It's like, fuck that, man. What value do I get from them? What value do I get for them? You know, it's like, you know, relationships can be very powerful. They can be very powerful, but at the same time, they can take a lot of power away if you treat it wrong. Unfortunately, guys also need validation. Girls also need validation, but also guys need validation. They say, I need to be this. I need to follow this girl to feel like, you know, I'm doing something good, you know? Waste of time. So, no, don't go chasing. They will come to you. Just be valuable. And have a good filter system. That's a big advice. Don't get trapped. Right? Have a good filter system. Can you clip that? I have friends to send. I don't know. Is Creston here? He can clip that. I'll post it today. Let's see if he's in here. I'll let him know later. Yeah, we can clip that, don't worry. I wish I could build a garden and all the pips would come. And you know, man, it's tits, pips, and whips. You know? That's how it is, man. Did I do crypto before? Yes. How old are you? 22, man. Don't fish for lobsters with one rod and one reel. Reel them in with a boat. Exactly. You can't fish for lobsters with a rod. You need a cage, right? Actually, no, that's bad. Then we go down a dark hole, because now I would be talking about caging, and then you probably get some person come out saying gender equality, and now you're talking about caging women and da 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 da. I get screwed. Where's your trade, man? You said you'd post it in the group. You didn't. Germany is open? Yes, sir. Germany is open. But Germany is not doing much to trade here. Did you have better results trading gold Forex compared to crypto? Yeah, 100%, man. Because I could have a structured approach every single day. My man already figured it out. Yeah, I mean, it's not figuring it out. I don't think any point in your life you have it figured out, because you're always trying to achieve more. If you figure something out, then you're sitting in a comfort zone, and that's boring. It's not figured out. It's just because I see it happen around me, and I think to myself, like, you could have so much more potential if you didn't waste time doing that stuff. Like, focus on you and find enjoyment in that. You will not. Where's the enjoyment on scrolling through IG models on Instagram? Like, come on. They don't care about you. It would be different if they knew you and you actually spoke. Yeah, okay, that's cool. That's pretty good, man. You must be someone good to be speaking to those. But that's a different story, right? Then you have to ask yourself, is it really worth speaking to people like that? You know, you just want to surround yourself with solid people. That's all I'm saying. How to build your psychology? Build yourself. Right? Psychology is individual, right? That's the biggest. There's no textbook way to build your own psychology, because we can have two drastically different people. Prime example, yesterday we were talking about in the group. One one of our group members, Claudio, he has a problem where he closes his trade and then when he sees it run, he's like, I should have held that, and he feels FOMO over it. Whereas when I started trading, the minute I went into profits, 5-6 pips, I close early. So that's two drastically different ways of looking at the charts. One way is that I should have taken more, and another way is like I don't even want any. I want to close earlier. So, you know, this is why it's very, very personal. One of those days you need to actually vlog driving for lobster and stream. The stream needs it. Driving for lobster, yeah. Diving for lobster. Oh, damn. You can't get lobster in Dubai waters, so I'll have to fly to Goldinium in Canada. I have to go visit Goldinium in Canada and then get suited and booted and go for lobster. So no strippers? Hey man, if you want to go blow $1 on strippers, then that's your choice. You opened and closed your trade. Brother, you're not making it clear. Where's your trade? You don't tell me your Discord. Where's your trade? This trade. Okay, thank you very much. Finally. Bro, what does this tell me, man? You kidding me? You asked me for a trade. You push and I see you message again and again and again. This is what you send me? I don't know any context. It's ranging. You're buying, first of all, your entry should have been after this candle, not this is late. You're buying above the highs here. And Euro Canadian dollar, what time is this? Is this during our trading time? Is it London session? New York session? What line is this? Is this a 4-hour line? What resistance is this? Do we have clean candles to the left? There's no context. I need context. If he closes now, it's a win trade? Yeah. Thirst leads to desperation. Depression shows how value and desperation. Yes, sir. I guess no trade day. I hope. Yesterday was a trade day, but came late. London session been a little bit slow these days. We've normally got trades a little bit later, but this is the thing. Like, you know, streaming is streaming time, but doesn't mean you can't trade in the volume times afterwards. Like, so even though it feels like you guys, this is why I keep telling you guys that I want you guys to learn the skill. And the people who just show up for signals, they're not going to do well because they don't know what to do. Right? Like, even though we haven't had trades at the same time, we've been trading. Last week we took 4 trades. This week we took 1 trade already, and it's only Monday, so, you know, can't take more. Well, you can take more, but, you know, focusing on wins and stuff. $700 watching and only 200 likes. Let's do the YouTube business. Yeah, if you're enjoying the stream, guys, be sure to leave a like here. Get the likes up to at least 300. Views, I think we can maybe we can hit 1,000 viewers if the people are happy, you know. I wonder if this close would be enough to push through this range. Where is this range? How is this range? DJ, why you have to make it hard today? Can you just give us like a nice easy trade? Yeah, I think above here is the only option I see. What does that look like on 30 minute? Yep, good on 30 minute as well. What does that look like on 1 hour? Yeah, good on 1 hour. Yeah, that's our option today. 737. I think EV posted 737 and I didn't do my analysis yet, so I think, yeah, he was right. Looks like thunderstorm, yeah, but we don't have enough range to the 4-hour resistance here. So only 2 pips. 2 pips is not enough. So I think closing above here might be an option. Close above, question mark. What's the 5 minute saying? Yeah, I'm not this 4-hour resistance. We'll see what happens now when we tap this 4-hour resistance. Let's see what happens. There we go. Tap it. So yeah, I think close above here should be okay. 11, 12 pip stop. Yeah, like a 1-to-1 it would be. So traders using low lot but too much order and closing in profit, dollar cost average. Yeah, I wouldn't dollar cost average into a trade. That's more an investment strategy, not a trade strategy. Do you use volume on DAX as a confirmation? No. How much time did it take for you to transition from experiencing losing trades to becoming consistently profitable? Transition, no, it's an ever existing. You don't transition. It's not just one day you're losing and then one day you start winning. You just start losing less, then you break even, then you start winning. I opened an Instagram account to follow you, then I got distracted by female models, so I remembered what you said, how they waste our time. Facts. Oh, you know that guy? Yeah, that guy is super funny. Transitioning. What software I use for trading? I use Tradingview, but my trades are executed on MetaTrader 5. Just came across your channel. What's the average RR for 80.8 win rate? We're looking at 1 to 1.5 average. 1 to 1s. That's the way I like to trade. But that's because I'm closing. If I was to hold the trade, most of them would play out a 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. But the problem is that you would have to hold drawdown again and then it would go back in profit. For me, my trading method is based on looking for the efficient move. I'm looking for the fastest way to get from point A to point B so I can be done and not have to worry about my trade going back in drawdown and then trying to get back in profits. I just want to do a consistent job often. And a consistent job means finding an efficient move. You spoke earlier in the month about London session having a time shift. Not sure if the open is going to be earlier. Yes, that's a good point you bring up. On the 29th, guys, we have daylight savings. So unless your country converts with daylight savings, the stream is going to start an hour later. Everything is going to be 1 hour later for me. Might be 1 hour earlier for you. You will have to check. Right? We go from +3 to +4. Or -3, yeah. +3 to +4 will be the transition. So you have to check how that affects your time zone. '29. So by next week, everything will be an hour later. My whole schedule has to change. Everything I have to change when this happens. I don't like it at all. So remember, guys, stream time will change 1 hour later. Right? Daylight savings. 9:30 a.m. Dubai time is when we start. We'll be starting now at 10:30 a.m. This is the time stream will start. Makes sense, bro. You seem real as fuck. Once I get my payout, I'm gonna buy any courses, chat rooms you have. You can join the group, man. That's pretty cost effective, you know. And you can leave anytime if you don't like it. Let's go. 1 hour extra of sleep for me. 29 morning. Yes, 29 morning. But 29 is not a trading day, so it doesn't matter for us. Use MetaTrader 4/5 to take your trades? Yes. New time suits you? Good. Let me know in chat. I'm interested to see. Is the new time better or worse for you guys? Let's see in chat. Same in UK. Better. 5:30 p.m. Is there only small range? Yeah, there is only small range. Worse? Nothing? Juma at NY Open? Then don't trade. Don't trade NY Open. Go pray Juma. The question is it better for trading? No, actually the biggest problem we have is that there's a period between where US doesn't adjust. But you guys all in US will adjust again as well. So it will be nothing for you guys. And Canada as well. My clock's staying the same. Oh, look at this volume coming here. 2 minutes for this candle close. Let's focus up here. 2 minutes for this candle close. Looking for a close above the range. Hopefully it doesn't just shoot through. Yo, relax, GJ. Yo, relax. Relax. Where's this 1 minute candle came from? Yeah, it will be the same, but you guys will have 1 week where it won't be the same because US time adjusts a week after. So we have this weird period where New York Open is only 2 hours after London Open or something like that. Right, we have 2 minutes here. Just gonna be back in 2 minutes and then we'll see what we'll do with this close. That is why we wait for closes. You see? Patience is just trying to find something to do in the meantime. Alex Hormozy says that. And what I decided to do is go for a piss. No, I'm joking. Yes, for the farmers, yeah, I know. It's really annoying. Well, it's annoying for me because my clocks don't change. So I have to adjust my whole schedule by 1 hour. Go to bed at 1 hour later, go earlier, go... Everything's 1 hour difference. And we close... Oof, will we close above 4 hour resistance? Oh, nope. We don't close above 4 hour resistance. If we closed above 4 hour resistance, there's an argument to wait for 5 minute closure. But now we're closing below. I need a 15 minute leaving this zone. Or the 30 minute close. Oh, it was the 30 as well. Oh, wow. Now we have 30 minute closing below 4 hour. Need to be very cautious here. Do we have a thunderstorm? No, not even a thunderstorm. Yeah, this 15 minute candle is closing below 4 hour resistance and below our resistance. I can't use a 5 minute here because we are closing below resistance on the 15 and 30. So I need at least a 15 minute candle closing above this resistance to take buys. It's the only way I can find a safe entry. That will be the best entry here in my opinion. If this candle can close bearish and the next candle can close above and London Open, that could be great. But we only have 15 minutes to catch a trade because we have to go break even by news. So we have to manage all of this stuff. The previous figure of claim and count news on Forex just got changed from 0.9k to minus 9k. A 4 hour candle gets breached. What do you mean by breach? How would you breach a 4? You mean you have to tell me the low, the high. Is the monthly group closed? Yes, it has been closed. It will open up end of the month. Limited spots as always. And yeah, if it fills up in the first day, so be sure to... I'll put a timer on the website. I'll put a timer on the website so you guys know when it opens up. I'll put a timer, but spots are opening soon. And then you will be able to join. But yes, it is closed. Are you considering candles from 183, 815 to clean? Yes. I'm considering this whole zone clean till around here. I'm looking this as a watch zone, so this would be my watch zone up here. We do have wicks, but if a candle closes above this resistance, it will be doing what all these candles could not do. So I'm looking to get to this zone, which is 7-8 pips. And if we start rejecting off this zone, then I'll just go break even. But I'm really trying to get to this 4-hour resistance and do that. Unpopular opinion, increase price, but don't open spots until we are all in a very good shape. Increase price, but don't open spots until we are in a very good shape. No, I don't think. I want to keep it affordable. It wouldn't be fair on you guys to increase price. Look at Ali. Some people probably maybe then won't be able to afford it. Well, that's why I keep spots limited, right? You notice, like, we had people come in the beginning of this month. Now they're all settled in. There's only like a week where they just need to get settled in. And then once we reach a point where I feel like we can't have too many more members in there, then I increase price for new members. That's how that could work. What's the point of closing it? So that I can control members in there. Like, I don't want people... So I want people to come in the new month and then we can accustom them. And I want to know everyone who joins, and I don't want it to become overly saturated. You know, it's not fun being in a group with people who you don't know and they feel lost, and I just want to keep it very, very controlled, right? This is how you make the money, or with trading? That makes me money, but I make more from trading. Well, it depends. If I have a bad month in trading, then no. But no, that's not the case. It grows, depends how much it grows. But if I really wanted to make money from courses and stuff like this, then why would I close a group? I would be trying to offer as many services as possible to make money, because otherwise I wouldn't be paid. But no, it's an additional source of income. I get paid for a service. How many people in? I need to calculate. In Zoom right now, we have around 69 members right now in Zoom. Nice number. Honestly, I've learned more on here than Tate's Real World. Roughly the same price. Damn, competing with Tate. Appreciate it though. I'm glad you're enjoying it. This would be nice, huh? To chill like this and then flip and close above in 9 minutes after making nice juicy bottom wick. Maybe with this volume here, we're seeing some nice volume. Maybe a 5-minute candle closing above, same trade as yesterday, can even work. Re-break the 1-hour high, because this is pumping. I'm seeing a lot of volume in here. Yo, bro, stop spamming. Stop spamming. No, you're not gonna. Why would you spam? Come on, bruv. Give us signals. You give me a signal. What's your greatest fear? My greatest fear is having a fear, because then I'll be scared to accomplish something. So I guess your greatest fear is being able not to tackle your own fears. Claudio's capping in here. He teaches box-to-box strategy. 2-minute video. Can't grasp anything. 2 minutes. That'd be cool if you could learn trading in 2 minutes. My greatest fear is the old man and interventions. Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, you read his 10x rule book? Fear is the greatest indicator. Yes. What about 5-minute close above 730 and break 15-minute high? Yes, that's something we could consider here. Since we've made 5-minute structure now, if we're closing above the 5-minute structure, breaking 15-minute high, yes, it would be an option here. Otherwise, we're just waiting for 15 close above. How much would you risk percentage if you were passing a 5K account challenge? If you're a good trader, 2%. Where would stops be? Wherever the candle closes, we would see. But if this is the low now, then below here, right? Depends. Below this 5-minute structure. But if this breaks the low, then wherever that low is, I can't say right now. This candle is open. How much is the average cost of living in Dubai? Depends what lifestyle you want to live. You can live here on, I would say, if you want to live okay, you can live here on $3,000. It's no problem. How did you increase your win rate strategy to 75%? And I take 22 trades a month and still win around 63. I have the same strategy. Probably looking at timing. And don't worry about win rate. Look at your losses compared to your wins and just look at win rate doesn't mean anything. You could have a 60% win rate but still make a lot of money because your losses are tiny or they don't happen as often. You know, having high win rate is not an indication of being an amazing trader. It's about what is your consistency of trades. You know, that's what it means. Because if you were to just run big stop losses, you could have a very high win rate. But then if you get stopped out on a big stop loss, that's going to take away a lot of pips that you might have made it in your wins. So you have to consider that. That's all. It's kind of, you have to look at it that way. This is interesting now. Yeah, if this 5-minute can close above, could be interesting here. 22 seconds. Let's see what happens. Okay, is it closing above? I don't think it closed above the area here. I need probably another 5-minute closing above. If not, we enter a break of the 15-minute high. This is not the best close. I rather just see a close above 737, which will also be the 15-minute close here. Yes, 737 would be interesting. But yeah, I mean, having a high win rate is definitely, I mean, if you're trading anything plus 75% win rate is amazing. Anything 70% win rate plus is very good. It means that you're winning 7 out of 10 times. It's very, very good. Especially if you run small stop losses, it's very, very good. Not small stop losses, but like, you know, your trades are 1-to-1 or something like that, you know. I think institutions also read Forex Factory and are confused. Yeah, I think so too. Is there any correlation between GJ and gold? Sometimes they move opposite and sometimes they don't. So there's no direct correlation, no. Did trading Forex make you disciplined, or have you been disciplined before trading Forex? I think I became more disciplined when I started trading Forex, but no, I've always been disciplined whenever I want to get good at something. Whenever I want to get good at something, I make sure to discipline myself in that. But then I just became disciplined in life because everything around trading was also disciplined because I wanted to level up as a whole, right? I wanted to do everything better. And to do everything better, you need to have consistency and discipline. You know, part of discipline is doing the things you don't love to do, but doing it like you love it. You know, that is part of discipline, and many people can't handle that part. Do you think beginners should stay away from gold? No, if you use proper stop loss, you should be fine. If you have a proper approach, you should be fine. Stream is lagging. I think your internet's lagging, my friend. Mike Tyson. Yes, sir. That's the one. Well done. He knows that quote. That is Mike Tyson. Shout out to him. Stream is lagging, Mike Tyson. No, the quote I said, discipline is doing the things that you hate to do, but doing it like you love it. That's what Mike Tyson said. It was from him. Buy or sell? Up to you, brother. Whatever you want to do. I'm personally looking for options above 737. What stop loss is small according like how many pips? It's just like, you know, trading, making sure that your stop losses are not much bigger than your targets. I'm not saying focus on risk to reward. No need to focus on it. But if you're winning 15 pips, but your stop losses is 60 pips, one loss might take a big chunk of your thing. So you have to consider that. You have to consider that. Oh, come on. 15-minute, do some business here, man. I still like, guys, I still like breaking this 15-minute high, even if the 15 closes like this, because then we have like a thunder setup 3, sorry. So if a 5-minute can close above this resistance after we break this high, it would be nice, right? Then we have all the confirmation. Then we have 15-minute close above structure. Then we have on top of a setup 1, we have also a setup 3, and then we have a setup 5, no, not setup 5, but then we have a 5-minute, sorry, closing above. That'll be a lot of confirmation. It's the only trade I see possible today. You know, we are buying highs, but there's no other option. So I'll keep buying highs until it stops. And if it stops right here, then guess what? I'll lose a trade. But I accept that risk. Might be an annoying question. Do you have a on your Tradingview setup? No, I don't have a video on my Tradingview setup. I'll show you in a minute. DJ chart looks like a volcano. Well, I hope it's cooking just to push straight through to this 4-hour resistance. Yeah, I think 5-minute candle closing above the 4-hour resistance is going to be key. That's minimum. Minimum is 5-minute candle. I need to see that. That's a rule. Because we're still respecting 4-hour resistance. So I need the candle to show me it break it, and then I need something closing above, and 5-minute would only be the one where I can do, and then this would be a setup 3, because if you remove drawings and trade naked, right, it's still a valid price action based setup, right? Nice little liquidity grab from down here. We created a resistance, price closed above that resistance. Now we have a support created above the resistance. If we break that, we should be able to continue up. But I need something to tell me, since we do have levels here which are 4 hours, I need something to close above to tell me that price is ready to leave that zone, so we don't get the same rejections. A lot of quick rejections each time it goes down. Yeah, that's also a good sign. So what time is the next news? We have 11:15 and then 11. Oof. These are very close to each other. Only 15 minutes between each we have. We have 15 minutes between each. And then we have a gap of an hour. Well, no. Then we have a gap of 30 minutes. And then after that, it's done. Because then it's Gbpjpy PMI, and then it's the new 4-hour, and then you're looking at New York. So maybe New York is the easy move today. We shall see. We have 15 minutes to play with. Hopefully this next 15 closes above, and then 15-minute trade, and then we're done. Why you don't take sell on resistance? Because that daily candle does not tell me to sell. This 4-hour candle does not tell me to sell. This 1-hour candle's closing bullish does not tell me to sell. 30-minute does not tell me to sell. 15-minute does not tell me to sell. 5-minute also does not tell me to sell. So it's pretty hard to sell right now. 1 minute? Maybe 1 minute someone could argue it tells you to sell. Frankfurt open in about 13 minutes. That's actually London open. That's not Frankfurt. Frankfurt opened 47 minutes ago. How do you mark the key areas? I do top-down analysis. I have a video on my channel explaining exactly how I mark the clean areas here. You guys can check it out. It's called the support and resistance video. Let's go have a look at it. Yeah, this one right here. Support and resistance zones. Right? So you can check it out. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you know when I post a new video, and then you don't have to ask me because you'll see it. So drop subscribe so you can join to future live streams. Almost 900 of us in here. Man, we're close to that 1,000. I think we can get that 1,000. If you guys leave a like on the stream, let's get the likes up to at least 400. I think we can hit that 1,000, and then I have to do the giveaway 100%. I probably have to give one more giveaway on top of that. So be sure to leave a like, do the YouTube business, definitely helps. And I hope you're finding the stream useful, enjoying the vibes, and you know what it's like. Hope you're finding value here. No need giveaway. Giveaway is the stream, right? If you win this, you gotta smoke a fat one. You can't do that here, man. Smoke a fat one, you won't have live stream anymore. Where are you? Dubai, man. Right, pulling back from this resistance. Interesting to see here. Yeah, this thing could just keep... This thing could pull back from 4-hour resistance, and then we have to try still... The plan still above here makes sense, though. Even if we pull back deep first, even if this comes later, you know? Won't selling at resistance be crucial? No, that's not how it works. You don't buy from support and sell from resistance. Because if price is bullish, it could continue breaking resistance. And you'll learn that lesson very soon, right? If you sold here, you lost. If you sold here, right, you lost. Thank you, Harry. 2 months here, you recovered your losses. Oh, good. Just make sure to learn the skills so you don't have to rely on places like this. It's not what I'm here for. You use any indicators? No. Focusing on GJ. Little different on gold. You focus on the 1 hour close. Yes, in London. Yes, that's for London. If you go to the webinars, yes, that's the one. Thanks, man, for posting that or letting him know. Views on Indian markets. I don't have views because I have not traded. The market loves to get people to sell and then use them as liquidity. Well, yeah, most people try to be smarter than the market, and that's the worst thing you can do. You're not smarter than the market. Your job is just to catch a small piece. Follow the momentum. You know, think about the market like this big whale, and then you're that little fish that hangs on the side of the big whale. And that's it. Yeah, it's because of spread drone. Bro, I'm down 8% in my challenge and now I'm scared of taking more trades. What do I do? You need to follow your plan, and if you blow your account, you weren't ready. Right? This is the problem. Don't take a challenge if you're not ready. If you're down 8%, and you are risking 1% a trade, that means you've taken 8 losses. So that's a problem. That means you're probably not consistent, or you don't have a solid plan, or you're trading too much. The biggest problem is people don't understand it's not about quantity, it's about quality. If most people, if they took less trades and took the trades, I always tell this to people, if you focus, like, let's look at, if they took trades that I only took, some weeks I only take 1 or 2 trades. And then I ask people at the end of those weeks, if you just took those 1 and 2 trades I took, would you have had a better week? And then they say, yeah, I would have had a better week. You see? What's your opinion on Euro news? We will see. We will see. Not trying to be annoying. Can you squeeze some time for Euro USD? Can I squeeze some time? Depends how deep your wallets are. No, I'm joking. Yeah, we can. Ugh, disgusting. Yeah, this thing is waiting for news. We're at resistance, kind of similar to GJ here. At daily resistance, at 4-hour resistance, I believe. Oh, we're not. Yeah, if we leave this daily resistance is where the push is going to come. Anything leaving this daily resistance, you should be good. Yeah, leaving this daily resistance could have a nice move here. So above 1.06921, but I don't know what happens with news. News might mess this up. Counter trend selling below here, be very careful. This is where you'll get your fake out. It will happen at this zone here. Probably you get a fake out like that, then it continues up. So if this is clean, you can look for buys in here, set up once you get support formed. But below here, look for resistance to be formed. Only then can you look to take a sell. And yeah, that's how it is. How many percent would you risk if you only had 2% drawdown? I would risk probably 1% then, right? You have 2 trades. That's it. 2 trades. You lose 2 trades in a row, there's a problem anyways. If you're losing 3 trades in a row, there's something going wrong with your analysis. Not on the same day. I'm talking about 3 consecutive days. You need to make sure for most people. But if you're an experienced trader and you lose, it's just been a bad patch. And it happens. It happens. This is why one reasons I don't like funding challenges is that 8% in reality is nothing, because for you to actually make money in trading with smaller accounts, you need to be making 10% monthly. You know, 8-10% a month, 5% a month. So to give you only 10% drawdown is not much. Have you lost 3 trades in a row? It's been, you know, quite a while, you know, but yeah, I've had it before for sure. Normally though, if you hit a bad patch, what you'll have is you'll have something like this. This sucks. Is when you have like a win, you'll have a loss, a win, and then a loss, a win, and then a loss, and it's like, oh my god, it's just annoying. Would you decrease risk on a prop firm 3% is unheard of. Yeah. On prop firm, when you have tight variables, then of course, yeah. I'd still, the way I trade, Claudio, since I take, one trade a day, I'd still push a 2% risk because I'm a one trade a day guy. So 2% will make me finish it fast. I'm more about quality, not quantity. Does it happen to you? Sometimes I was trading gold long with $90 profit and I was really low in my challenge, 7%, and I didn't book the profits fear. You don't have a plan. You need to follow a plan. That's your problem there. Right? If you have a plan, you're just going to follow it and book profits when they should be booked. Had 9 consecutive wins. Congrats. SMC traders are selling from here. They would probably sell off this 4-hour order block here. So they would have been holding nice drawdown here. 12 pip drawdown. Yeah, but they would just sell once we tap this zone here. Works sometimes. Problem is I don't want to fight momentum. This thing could easily reverse at any time. So what's your routine as a trader, not a YouTuber? I feel like I'm not productive. That's a really good question. And luckily, I'm making a video based on that. SMC ain't for you. Yeah, but the problem is, the only issue I find with SMC is you have to wait for the market. You can't trade what's in front of you today. You have to say, I need price to sweep this liquidity. I need price to take this liquidity. I need price to reach this order block. Where when we trade price action, it's like price is here right now. What's my options to get in? You still follow a plan. You still have to see the market do specifics, but you're not forcing it to do certain things and come to your zones. You're saying price is right here in front of me. What's my options to get in? You either have options or you don't. Simple as that. Black and white. Very easy to manage and to get around. Alright, when I was joining your stream, I was minus 10% for the year. Now I'm minus 2% for the year. You told me it's all about taking quality trades. There we go, brother. That's exactly it. Look, you take quality trades. Now look what happens. You're up. How does it feel to close early and when to TP? I asked myself, did it make sense at that time to close early? If I close early out of emotion, then I am not happy because that's an emotional close. If I close early because it reached a rejection zone and it was rejecting and I was happy with the profits, I'm not going to complain because it's the decision I made. Same way when you have a loss. You made the decision, you can't complain. You just move on. Right, London Open here, no bottom wick. 1 hour time frame, I believe, is closing bearish here. Yes, 1 hour time frame closing bearish, still respecting the previous 1 hour low. We have Euro News in 15 minutes here, 30 minute also. Yeah, the plan remains the same. Closes above 4 hour resistance or deeper pullbacks to retest the 4 hour resistance. But yeah, still closes above 4 hour resistance makes sense. First time in days that GJ and GU moving opposite. Yeah, that's what I mean. They're not always correlated, but sometimes they don't. I made 80% profit in 1 month with $400, then lost it all in one trade. I'm so mad right now. It's very common, man. I always say, you need to have a plan, Without a plan, you're ticking time bomb. You're like a EA with martingale strategy. Ticking time bomb. Claudio will like that. He's smiling. Not Claudio. Claudio and Antonio, I meant. They're smiling behind the screen now. Very interesting, no top wick. A little bit fishy here. I'm glad you don't trade SMC, Harry. I've seen PA traders switch to SMC many times. I'm sticking to PA for 3 years plus. Yeah, the difference with me is I've tried SMC. I've tried it, and I asked myself this question, guys. I asked myself, if smart money concepts is so hidden. Why is everyone on the internet talking about it? Right? If smart money concepts is trading with the banks, why would it be so easy to get information about how banks trade? You really think that it would be that simple? And who am I getting that information from? I'm getting it from some guy on the internet. I don't know who he is. Right? I don't know who he is, where he's from, where he gets his information from. So if this is really smart money concepts, where is that information coming from? And how is it smart money if everyone knows about it? So the real smart money to me is making money. So how am I going to make money? Because if I make money, I'm smart, because that's how the markets work. So I looked, what do the markets have? Markets have support and resistance, some sort of candles, and some sort of trend. And I said my strategy should be based only on that before I look at anything else. And that's where price action just made sense. We're retail traders. Our job is to make consistent gains. And if you make consistent gains, I realize you're going to be ahead of everyone. Scalability. It's all about scalability. It's not about catching the biggest move. The reason why so many people get drawn into SMC is because they get attracted to the small stop losses, big targets, because they don't have money now and they want to let their trades run and make more money. But think about it this way. If you can start with a style that is making you money and you can be consistent, you can scale that. Trading is so good because it's the only job where basically we have no limits to some extent. You could risk $5,000, you could risk $10,000, you could risk $100,000, you can risk $100, all on the same trade, right? You can do the same job but make different money from your own hands of controlling risk. So the scalability of trading is huge, but in order to scale, you need something consistent and something that makes sense and something that you can be comfortable with. So if you think long term, yeah, maybe now it's paying you less because the moves are short 15, 18 pip average moves, but long term you scale that with money, it's going to pay you a lot more, and the journey to get there would have built confidence in the method, would have built confidence in your own ability, and also would have made you money because you're actually trading profitably. Cheers to that. Full rant session this. Full. Counter trend sells, where are we looking at? 525. No, too early. Counter trend today, there's not enough range. I would say maybe earliest is below this. Yeah. 273. 273, yes. Maybe. You have around 15 pips. And then, of course, below 182.950. But you need pullback before because it's a big dump by the time we reach there. Please continue the rant. No, I'm done. Done with my rant. Lol, Claudio. Enjoy your... What is that? Why is it in a cup? Is this some Claudio secret to not have crumbs everywhere? What monitor do I use? I use a Samsung G27 curved monitor. And then I have my old CSGO gaming monitor up here. Which is, of course, you know, you need the XL2011Z, something like that. You know, the BenQ one. All the one for CSGO. Here's the thing, people make out trading to be so hard with their dumb concepts when it really shouldn't be as hard as they make it to be. Yes, trading is very simple, the actual art of trading. The hardest thing is controlling emotions and sticking to the plan. You know, and increasing risk. Those three things, controlling emotions, sticking to the plan, and increasing risk, is so hard. Especially when you're battling three of them together at the same time. Keep battling them, it's very hard. Because messing up on one of them will mess up your results. So even though you're a good trader, you might not be a good emotional trader, and you keep making emotional decisions that drastically mess up your result, and then you lose confidence, and then when you lose confidence, what happens is that you don't take trades and you go down this rabbit hole. Continuing to dump here on GJ. 1 hour still has no top wick, which is still fishy. You know, it could flip at any time here. But this pullback is good. We wanted a pullback. We know it was a little bit extended. I do think counter trend sells can make sense below 270. Might be an option. We'll also be breaking the 4-hour low at that point. That's where around where the 267 will be breaking the 4-hour low. So I think that could be a good option here if we're looking for counter trend sells. But yeah, give me a sec, guys. I'll be back. Yeah, for me, sells would only come down below here. But remember, we have a lot of news, so you have to manage it between the news. Let's see how this all looks on a 1 hour. Is that a good place to sell? Oh, uh-oh. Not see that coming, did you? So sells only below here. That's why you have to check all your time frames. It's tough even to sell. Even if you sell early, you need resistance. If this resistance fails, then you could look to try sell again. If you guys are enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a subscribe to the channel. Join the team. Not the team, the community. You know what we're like. Hope you're finding it valuable. Yeah, setup 2 here would be perfect. Anything leaving this 15 minute, you get the same trade from this morning. Very easy trade. Something closing above here, boom. Straight, nice 19 pip range we have now. Watch zone at around 11 pips. Sub, welcome, welcome. Leave a like on the stream as well if you want to. Euro news in 5 minutes. I'm going to wait for Euro news, and then if it drastically messes up the charts, then we probably call it. Does the news at 3:30 have impact? Yes. All the news today has impact. Very hard day to trade. Day of red. Day of red. Lot of, you know, and the one thing is, in a day of red like this, we don't want to let our portfolio or our balance also get this color. I only like to see this color. Blues. Straight blues, baby. I like to see blues. So be very careful, right? We have a lot of GBP news as well, 12:30. Euro news, 11:30. Euro news in 4 minutes here as well. I'll wait this video with your routine. Don't forget it. No, I'm already filming it. Don't you worry. This week I plan to put it up. Lobster Harry? Ah, I wish. We need some. We need some. Market has not been really moving too much on stream. But this is why I keep telling you guys, learn the skill, because we've been doing okay off stream. There's been good trades. Just have to be patient. All right, last week, mostly all trades came off stream. This week, yesterday trade came off stream. But we put the plan on stream, and that's nothing. I can't control what time the market moves, right? I can't control. But yeah, this was, if you guys didn't see, this was yesterday. And I post the trades for you guys to see that I take, just so you can compare to your own analysis, you know? Maybe see something that you might have missed or not missed or whatever. So, you know, it's always free to see the trades. That was yesterday's buys. Short, little small buys here. Little scalp. Little juicy scalp. What currencies you have open to see on Forex Factory? All. I just leave all because I just want to know what's going on in the economy as a whole. What news we have where and all of that. Because you have to remember the JPY is a safe haven currency. So no matter what's happening in all other economies, people can move money into the JPY. That's why even Euro news can affect JPY. USD news can affect JPY. Did you meet Raja, Riz, Omar, Paladin in Dubai? No, I haven't met any of them. Some guy actually messaged me and said that Riz is the guy I think who does the podcast. He's like, I put you on with he mentioned to him about the podcast to me. I looked at his stuff. I saw, yeah, he does podcasts and stuff. He's here in Dubai. I didn't know about him, but yeah, he mentioned to him. So maybe he invites me on a podcast. Then you'll see me on his channel. Then I'll meet him. Until then, you won't see me. Would be so good to have you on there. Yeah, I was looking at his podcast. But it's only if he wants me on, you know. So we'll see. He's welcome. He's welcome to, if he's listening. But if you ever ask, you guys can recommend. Maybe he's open to recommendations. Maybe he looks for people to podcast. You can, if you want to see me on there, let him know. Let's bombard his comments. I think you can just message him. That's what someone sent me, a screenshot of them messaging him saying that they want to see me on the podcast. I think he would only want someone on his podcast that, you know, would help increase his popularity. You know, it has to be something in it for him. The community will recommend you? Yeah, I don't like to invite myself on someone's podcast. That's not how I am. I want it to be mutual, man. Scam behind the scenes? Damn. Yeah, then that's why I don't want to be involved, but you know, I would just go and share my opinion. Here, Euro News popped up here. A little bit of a retracement. Do you know Navin, the guy who keeps advertising? Damn. Yeah, it's annoying. Every single of one of my YouTube videos, when I watch my YouTube videos back, I see him as an advertiser. Alright guys, for me, prices pulled back into the range. I have a very simple plan here I'm going to leave you with, and then we have to wait. So we just have to wait and be relaxed. There's nothing much, you know, until that happens. I'm not gonna sit here on silence. I mean, we had a pretty amazing discussion today, and there's a lot of news. Be careful. Don't give money back to the market. Trading now, especially very close to Gbp news, and then we have German news. Don't blow money. This is how you blow money, you know. And all you have to do here is just wait for your setup. So my setup is very simple. I'm looking for a close above 537, back above this range to look for buys. A counter trend sells maybe below 236 here, maybe below 236. Very early below 400, 398, but that's too early in my opinion. Now you just have to kind of wait for this 15 minute to close above. But remember, in 15 minutes, what do we have again? We have Euro news. So we're kind of screwed because we have two news events and we don't know how the market's gonna react to these two news. The next one is more important than this one because it's the German news, which is a bigger economy than France. So it's gonna be important. It's gonna be important. So we have to take it from that. So let's see by New York as well. New York might be interesting. We'll see what happens with the market. But I appreciate every single one of you showing up. I hope you enjoyed the stream. We had great discussions, great questions answered. And yeah, we're going to have more wins ahead as always, guys. And, you know, start getting some trades back on stream would be nice. It's always fun to take trades together. But, you know, it's not the whole reason that I stream. I'm just here doing my job. And whatever time the trades come, I'll just take them. So sometimes yesterday came off stream, nothing I can do, and that's why you guys should be here for also the vibe. So appreciate everyone showing up as always. Pleasure to have you on stream. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. And peace. Yes, sir.